Alright, hopefully today's will sound better. I tweaked the settings a little bit, so I'm just going to keep on trying this thing. Let's see where we're at here. Let's do... Oh no, OBS went away. Just 1 second, I get that like that, and then I can watch I'm putting OBS underneath my Starcraft window so I can watch the frames per second and the CPU. I'm looking into getting another monitor, but I really think I need another computer. If I want to play Starcraft 2, I'll have to turn down all the settings a lot to actually make it work. So in Starcraft, I'll have to turn down the video settings, or else it'll just be the frame rate will be all too slow and stuff. So basically, I think what I'm gonna do, I don't know, I might try to install it on my other computer to stream it, but to do that, I'm gonna need a monitor, because like that computer's really cheap, and I think it would run it, but the monitor on it is really not good. So I guess I could just use this TV that I have over here. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But what are we doing today? I think what did I do last time? I think I did 6. I did 6 opponents on one of these. Was it that one? This one, I think this one only, oh no, this one has 8. Do they all have 8? Oh, this one has 6. Oh, this one didn't have a base, it didn't have any minerals in it. So that's why I got this one. This one has the ass in the middle. Okay, so should we try 7? I couldn't beat 8. I got beat. Let's try Protoss and 7 opponents this time and see if we can beat them. If you're watching this, hopefully you guys are having a good day, good week, good month, whatever. It's like, I know a lot of times we need to have a good attitude for that to happen, but looks like we're in the corner again. I think we were in the corner last time too. The time before, I think we were in this middle bit here. Let's see what we can do. Let's get the defense going as soon as we can here, so we don't get rushed out. Let's put that there. Be making more probes, and then when that comes in, we'll put a forge on it. Basically, immediately. We need to get cannons going. If we have a Zerg opponent and they make Zerglings, they could hit us before these cannons come in if we're not fast enough. So we'll get that going. Continue to make probes. So we need to kind of continue to make probes and get 150 in minerals up here, because that's going to be what for our first cannon. I don't think that we need at least 1, maybe at least 2, but looks like we're going to be fine. So maybe put it there. We're going to be able to put 2 in. Start building them. So for the hotkeys, I just do BC build cannon. Get a couple in here. There it is. See, so if we were like hardly any slower, we would have had a problem there. it's interesting that they do that. They have that sort of strategy programmed in, but then later in the game they kind of fall off and they don't do the other strategies. Like, they don't fill up their armies. They just continue to keep to attack you kind of sort of slowly, like slower than I would if I was playing Zerg, or weaker. They don't like build up their whole offense. They only kind of, they just kind of send these little armies, which I guess is, how the game was originally meant to be played. Seemingly, it's not like, full mutalisks or full carriers. It's like we play it that way, but if you play like the campaign, you're not necessarily going to fill up your supply with full units. Still on the tail end of a little bit of a cold here, fortunately. Which, it's making my voice bug me a lot more. I'm kind of glad that I'm only putting these on my smallest channel, because, I don't know if these will ever go out to the big channel like this. I need to work on my voice, either learn how to talk differently or get a different microphone. I just cannot stand my voice on these. For some reason, I can stand it a lot more when I'm doing my band live streams. It doesn't bug me anymore, but it sounds different here. And I know this microphone is different than the one that I stream with on my band live streams, so maybe that's why. Alright, so hopefully I have enough cannons to survive this. It's a lot of guys. It looks like they four of them came and attacked me at the same time, it looks like. The Z-Lots are going to be the hardest, I would think, but they took out a lot of cannons, so it looks like we're going to live. Let's go back at it here. Then I would like to play Starcraft 2 a lot more than this, but I don't know. I don't have the ability to stream it very well right now. But he's already got. How did he already get that? Because he must have no defenses. He's already got a Templar, a Dark Templar. Okay, so we need more probes to get gas, because we're going to need gas next for the other buildings, for the advanced structures. So, in the meantime, I guess we'll just keep building cannons here. Make sure we're good on the front end here. We'll put a pylon there. Start building pylons down the side here for our air defense. Don't want them flying over the wall. And then we also got to make sure the front door is still closed as we go. So let's go 3 to that one. To that one. Start doing gas. 2 to that one. Get this guy back over here. And then I just build them like at least 2 away, 2 cannons and 2 away from the wall. Sometimes I do 1 like that. And on this map it's kind of small, so if you just go every one, then it's gonna max out your supply, or whatever this is called. Is it your psi on Protoss? I don't know what it is, I can't remember. But on Terran, it's the supply. So need supply depots. Okay, so now we have, we can build some of these. Let's put it that one there. Let's put it that one there. In case we want to do other units. Let's put another, I think, let's see.
We are under attack.
If we go that there, and that there, I think actually we don't need a...
You require more Vespine gas. You require more Vespine gas.
Yeah, there we go. So then we can do that. Okay, you go to there, you go to there, build some more probes. Let's go see what's going on here. Okay, this will survive. The lurkers do good once they're down, but they just really can't. They get hit too much before they go down. Still not done yet. He's still building Zergans. Let that finish off, and let's get a cybernetics core in here and observatory and Templar archives, and then we also need to start making a couple carriers or something. I guess we gotta wait for that cybernetics core. Get some carriers going because they're about to bring siege tanks, and that's gonna be a bad time. For our cannons, I guess I can get that guy back up here. Man, they're just constantly pounding me. Let's see, let's put some cannons in. Okay, so let's build a couple carriers. Let's get the 8 going. This thing here gives you 8 interceptors in each carrier. We can get these going. So that's your carrier up or your air upgrades. See, they got 2. But they don't have siege unlocked yet, so they're just coming, they're just attacking, which we might be alright on. Oh, we need to start doing this one too. This one upgrades your buildings too, so it gets that building shield, which works for your cannons. Should have done that earlier. Might be losing less cannons right now. Let's keep building them back here though. Because they are wiping them out. I think we need more minerals. They aren't really giving us any time to rebuild these before they're hitting again. They basically barely warp in and then they're back attacking, so which is kind of a problem because they're just going to get a little bit stronger before they get weaker. I need to get the cannons down the sides here. I'm just going to put those in and then go back to here. Start working this side here. You guys get more minerals. I think we're gonna be good on gas. We just need to put some interceptors in here. That one got done. We'll wait carrier in.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
And I don't remember how many probes we used to do. At least I have this figured out, like down to the an exact science. You know, exactly how many probes and everything. Okay, so these upgrades are done. Let's try to do those again. Now we need this one to get done. The forge. So it looks like we're holding the frame rate at 30 frames per second going out to YouTube, which is good. I don't really see it. It doesn't look too bad on YouTube here. It's like a little jumpier than what I'm getting. And that's the thing, is if I just send it into this computer. Then I wouldn't get that jumpiness. It would be really smooth, I would think. So we're gonna have to do that. Looks like they stopped hitting me for a minute on the front door there. So let's try to get some more cannons in here. I don't know if I need double cannons, but it can't hurt. Okay, so there we go. So here we go with the siege tanks. So this is where it kind of gets hard, because we gotta take these out before they'll just annihilate these cannons. The problem is that since you have multiple enemies, if it was just one, you could wait until they see. So now we gotta pull it back. Does purple has siege mode too? Yeah, purple has siege mode too. So let's just try to take out these cannons here. Okay, so let's go back to it now. Let's get some more carriers going.
Carrier has arrived.
So now we have a lot more minerals. So where'd my probe go? Rebuild these. What I need to be able to do is put some cannons up on this wall here, and then the tanks can't really see them, I don't think, or sometimes they can't, and basically that would help that situation. Okay, let's get some more Stargates. Is that thing called the Stargate? Yeah, Stargate. Usually these run with 6, but you could run with 12. Later in the game, when we start attacking these things, we'll be popping carriers out while we're attacking. So let's get that. Oh, and then we need to get this one going with some observers. We're gonna want 2 of these, or 4 of those. Looks like we're going all right now. Protoss back again. And I mean, we could put these carriers like right here, and they'd kind of help a little, without losing themselves too much. There's some interceptors here and there. These cannons are just not holding up today. put one of these observers following their carriers too. Let's try to get these cannons rebuilt. I think we're gonna have to build more cannons back because they're getting in there. The other thing you could do is block this off, but you know, once they have tanks, it's like they'll just take those buildings out pretty quick. Some people like to block them off with you know, different buildings right here. Okay. Let's build some back. This one get done. Maybe with this upgrade it will help too. Okay, let's bring these guys over here. Let's turn that into Dark Archons.
Not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Alright, so we got all our cannons. And then I wonder too if I should like do this on Twitch instead of on YouTube. You know, my thought process is I'm playing these games anyway. I might as well just start streaming them and see what happens. You know, some people get a lot of people watching them, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. But it's like I'm sitting down here. I've moved like all my gaming stuff into my stream room anyways. I used to play on the couch, but I've stopped doing that. So even my PS5 is down here. It's like all I need to do is turn 2 more things on and stick a microphone in front of my face, and I'm a streamer, you know. Put a camera up and a microphone. It's like, what, you know, it's so far down, like my house has enough levels in it that they can't hear me upstairs. The sound comes through the headphones anyway, so yeah, it's like, I don't know how many people are on here. Oh, I didn't do this. I don't know how many people are going to be watching me at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm awake and gaming, because most people are probably sleeping, especially on the weekends. I get up early. I get up at like, I try to get up at like at least 5 on the weekend. Sometimes it's like 6, depending on what I did the night before, but so you want to keep these full if you can. We need more mineral guys. Maybe we can just take some of these guys and put them over here, because I think we're good on gas. But you want to keep these full, and then when you run out of supply, they're all still building, and then when you go attack, they automatically build carriers. So we need a couple more pylons, though. So as we run out of supply, we want to have those stargates have at least one carrier in each of them. Right there. So it's psi. So see how this one's building, so we need to put another one in, so when that one gets done building, this one will be stuck in there like this. See, it's not building. And then before we go attack, we fill all these spaces up, and then that way the thing, it will pop out a whole nother army without us having to build it. That makes any sense. See, we're already full, so it's not going to build the next group. So let's see. And we have the double rows of cannons all the way around. I think the computers have given up, though. I think this is the point where they give up. They just can't do anything, so they stop. Which is interesting. It's like, and I think you can go in, I'm going to have to figure this out, because I think you can go in and change the the difficulty of them. And at some point, I'll probably get my dad hooked up on this, and we'll somehow get him in on this. Maybe my brother. I don't know. He said he might want to play, but I don't know how we would stream it. Like if I would just stream myself. I don't even know if they want to do this early in the morning, but maybe we just have a gaming day. But anyways, we could make the opponents a lot more difficult. There's a way to change the difficulty of them when you build these maps.
Not enough minerals.
But we would need to go in and edit the map. So, yeah, maybe I'll work on that too. But I can't even beat 6. I mean, last time I had an issue beating 7 computers on whatever difficulty they're on here. So, and I'm not sure what difficulty they're on. And then this time around too, I'm on a different camera, and so I'm not as washed out. I don't look as like white, you know. I'm like, I have some color to me. It's a more natural look. And I don't know what that buzz was. The last time I streamed, I had a pretty bad buzz. It's not here now, but I didn't change anything. It's another frustrating part, is like, I wish I could find what that buzz is so that, you know, I could potentially do something about it, but I just can't if I don't know what it was, and it doesn't seem to be here now. So I mean, I'll find out. I'll go back and listen to this stream, but I don't think there is a buzz. You know, it's frustrating. You have a lot of money and equipment, but that being said, it is kind of old. It's not like that. So my system uses some old Personas hardware, which for me works out well because it is used. But the main interface that I'm working on right now was rebuilt by the guy I bought it from. He had a degree in electrical engineering. And he bought it to use, but he replaced like all the capacitors. And, it sounded really good when I first got it, and it still does. But I'm not blaming it for the buzz. The buzz was probably something else, but I don't know. It could even be this computer, because this computer that I'm streaming on, the only way I have found. There's supposedly a setting in OBS, but the only way I have found to get you guys the Starcraft audio is to pipe it out of the headphone jack on this computer to my interface, and then basically pipe it back into OBS on this computer. So, and that seems to be where the buzz is coming from. So that's what's hard to deal with, is who knows. Get these tanks taken care of here. And of course, now I have a guy on lockdown, so I have to do this to bring these things back. That lockdown is kind of the most annoying part of all of this. So I have to wait for it to get out of lockdown. Okay, where's my probe at? Over here, there he is. I'm rebuild this up. We're gonna come back here. Come rebuild these cannons here. So anyways, the buzz, when I unplugged the headphone jack from this computer that's streaming, the buzz went away. So when I'm streaming on the PS5, I don't think or when I'm gaming on the PS5, I don't think I'll have that issue, or when I'm gaming on another computer, because basically the audio will be coming in from that original source rather than having to go out of this source and then back into it. There's got to be a setting that allows me to take the audio from this application, you know, and that's what it said on the internet, is it's some setting called application audio. Use application audio. I found that setting, but it will not let me switch it. And that's what I have noticed that on this machine, is sometimes there are settings that are there that are supposed to be there in OBS and they're not. Like they'll be there on like my dad's machine, but I don't have them. And maybe it's because I need to upgrade my OS, because I don't upgrade it. But I have another hard drive that has an upgraded OS on it, and then I just leave this one old. Like, I don't know if that's why or something else. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? But all right, well, basically we need to get another race going, or, you know, which for that I guess we do need a shuttle, at least one. I guess we're only going to get one. Is there a faster shuttle movement? We have Corsair, Scout. What does this do? This makes those guys run faster. So it looks like we don't have anything that's a drag movement upgrade, which we don't have. So it looks like we're going to get tanks again here. Let's try to get these scouts. Hopefully these scouts will get taken. Let's see. Kill the scouts first. No, I still got one. Okay. I guess. Where's my probe at? Let's come up here and build all these cannons again. Now what we'll do is we'll try to go take out a Zerg here. So send that one back. It almost looks like we could just sneak over the wall and grab one. As far as a drone, let's see what we can do here. We put those ones right here. So what are we going to attack here? There's some Terran units. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to. There's too many. So it's like, how many ghosts do you have? Half the island is on lockdown. Oh man. Let's see.
Affirmative.
You guys can come up here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, so see now we're building carriers because a couple of them died. Coming back up to here. I wonder if this thing, if I could mind control how that turns out. Now we got red carrier going. Okay, we need to rebuild these carriers. This is good. Okay, all the carriers can come in to here. This might be it. They're all attacking now. So I just cannot get yeah, the carriers are all done. Not get 7. I should have gone and taken one of them out sooner. I'm trying to mess around with getting their units or whatever. Can I control this? Did he get out there? Looks like he got out there. So all those carriers are gone. I think it's over now. So let's see if I can get a whole bunch of carriers out real quick or something. But then they need interceptors. We need a method of getting rid of tanks. You know, and I just don't think that I end up with enough units. So I could come grab a probe and build more cannons. So it looks like there's just a bunch of tanks left over here, which we might be able to actually do something about. Because here comes the others. Okay, start building cannons. Took out my probe. Okay, come back. Oh, they took out my forge. So, get another forge. I guess that's the problem with putting the forge up there. Too many tanks. It's not gonna happen. Cannot build fast enough at this point. Between the lockdown and the tanks. Yeah. It's just a matter of time now. Alright, I'm gonna end it. So I think what I need to do is take out at least one enemy faster, like early game, or as soon as I get as soon as I get all the carriers out, just send them out and take out one or two, and then because basically once they all get pounding you like that, you just can't. There's not really much you can do if you don't have the other races going. If you can get 3 races going earlier, then you'd be all right. And sometimes what we used to do is we would when we go edit the map, you could put in a Zerg and an SCV, a drone and an SCV early game. So you start off with all 3 races. It's just kind of the only way to do it, because the main issue is you get stuck. You run out of supply. So you can only have so many carriers, and it's just not enough. I guess I could have filled the whole base up with cannons, but they basically only have a limit once you get so many siege tanks attacking your cannons there. So, but I'm gonna log off for a minute and go listen to this stream here and see what it sounds like, see if it sounds any better. But if you watch that, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, whatever. This is gonna be the main gaming channel, so I don't know if it's gonna grow to anything. There's like no subscribers right now, so but I'm gonna mainly work on the audio video, get it to where it's good, and then I'll try to start building it. And we'll me and my kids will be on here.